Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope all of you are fine. Today we are going to start the subject of IT skills in BS in ADP first semester. First topic is storage devices. As the name describes, storage devices are used to store data in a computer. In today's lecture, we will discuss what is computer storage and types of storage device features and other examples of storage devices. Storage devices are used in the computer to store the data, and this is the core or main function of the modern computer. There are four types of storage devices: primary storage, secondary storage, tertiary storage, and offline storage. In primary storage, also known as main memory of the computer, main memory is directly or indirectly connected to the CPU via memory bus. The CPU continuously reads instructions stored there and executes them as required. CPU directly communicates with the main memory. Examples of main memory are RAM, ROM, and cache. RAM stands for random access memory because any of the data in RAM can be accessed just as fast as any of the data. Randomly, you can access data from any address or any location of the RAM in the same amount of time. There are two types of RAM: dynamic random access memory and static random access memory. Here is the comparison of static RAM and dynamic RAM. Static RAM is faster, but it is more expensive and more power consumption required, does not need to be refreshed. Whereas the dynamic RAM is slower, it is less expensive, less power consumption, needs to be refreshed thousands of times per second to maintain its state. Primary storage, ROM. ROM stands for read only memory, and this memory is used as the computer begins to boot up. Computer boot up files or Windows files are stored in ROM. Small programs called firmware are often stored in ROM chips on hardware devices like BIOS chips, basic input output system chip, and they contain instructions the computer can use in performing some of the most basic operations required to operate hardware devices. ROM memory cannot be easily or quickly overwritten or modified. When you write data in ROM, it is very difficult to remove it or rewrite or modify it. Cache memory is also the type of primary storage. This is a high speed access area that can be either reserved section of main memory or a storage device. There are different levels of cache memory. Most computers today come with level 3 cache or level 2 cache, while older computers included only level 1 cache. Primary memory is also temporary memory, which means that during execution data is stored when you turn off or switch off your application, all the data will be removed. In secondary storage, data is stored permanently and it is not directly accessible by the CPU. Computer usually uses its input output channels to access secondary storage and transfers the desired data using intermediate area in primary storage. Example of secondary storage is hard disk. Hard disk drive is the main and usually largest data storage device in a computer. It can store anywhere from 160 gigabytes to 2 terabytes. Hard disk speed is the speed at which content can be read and written on a hard disk. Hard disk unit comes with a set rotation speed varying from 4500 to 72 rpm. Disk access time is measured in milliseconds. Here is the picture: internal disk and external. Internal hard disk is attached in the system unit And external, you can also extend your computers or laptops memory hard disk by using external hard disk which is attached outside the CPU. Internal hard disk and external hard disk, the comparison है portability, price, speed and size. Tertiary storage. Tertiary storage will be discussed in the next lecture tomorrow, inshallah.